On Tuesday, Roseville will be hosting the varsity basketball Redout game. I spoke with several students and staff on finding out what the Redout game is really about.
Student government has been working hard on promoting the upcoming Redout game. I asked Brian Mariano, one of the heads of the Redout game committee, on what the Redout game is all about.
The Redout game is to promote for the American Heart Association, and we just want to get people more aware about heart health and what the organization represents.
The American Heart Association has recently been spreading awareness about heart disease throughout schools all around the nation. Thomas Olkeberry shares on how the AHA got in contact with Roseville.
We've been in contact with them for a few years, and so we just called up Brian and got everything together.
The Brian he is referring to is Brian Zambor, who's a senior youth market director at AHA, and I asked him about what AHA's goal as an organization is.
Well, that's our goal. That's what we're about, promoting heart health and wellness, and so making sure that people know how to keep their hearts healthy. 85% of heart disease is preventable, and not a lot of people know that. And what's even more staggering is that heart disease is the #1 killer of all Americans. So when you think about 85% of that disease being preventable by doing the right things, such as eating healthy, exercise, and staying away from smoking, a lot of our work goes into educating people about the importance of keeping their hearts healthy.
Brian Zambor then visited student government and demonstrated the proper way to perform CPR, with students interacting as well. Thomas Olkeberry also shares on what he learned most from Zambor's presentation.
I really learned how many people are actually affected by heart disease. I never realized how many people really are.
Student government is using the Redout game to help fund the association as well.
We're going to have a half-court shot at halftime for prizes. And there's also going to be a raffle. You can buy a ticket, and there's going to be prizes. All proceeds go to the American Heart Association.
If people buy these shirts, which are $10, we're going to start selling them February 1st at both lunches in the cafeteria. Hopefully it will get people more aware of the organization.
Zambor then finishes by telling students what is one of the primary messages of the association.
Just taking care of yourself. And when you're taking care of yourself, you're going to be less of a drain on the economy in terms of healthcare. You're going to live longer and happier lives. I mean, so it's all encompassing.
Make sure to come out to the last potential home basketball game on Tuesday, February 16th.